Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. So yes, we have been busy. That is facts. However, first let's pop over to the nav system. You will notice we are in the final days of the event, which we are going to be running and farming. I'm nearly to the max level with, I forget their name. In the town at Cetus. So we will finish at least reaching the max kind of affinity kind of with the group that you need to. Naka, was it Naka? I think that's their name. The little kid in the town. So we'll finish that up. However, while I was video editing, by the time this video drops, it will be 2, maybe 3 videos prior. I was catching up on comments left on my page, and it was shortly after I started, work near the Kuva Fortress, and several people mentioned in the comments, oh no, now you've got a Lich, which it appears that there is something that I did not catch, and it was when I was running, I think, farming for parts. I was doing a Hydroid and maybe Ember or Chroma at the same time. I did not catch until I was in video editing the episode where I was farming Hydroid. I saw that it said stolen on some of the stuff at the end of the mission, but I didn't connect the dots as to what that means. But several people in the comments mentioned, hey, now you're going to have to kill that Lich, the Kuva Lich, and then multiple people were replying back, oh no, all this and that and the other. They were like, yeah, they'll probably ignore it until they start seeing all their stuff get stolen. So I kind of connected the dots and kind of determined that at the end of missions, when it was saying stolen, the significance of that is that there's this Kuva Lich that I got involved with that is stealing some of the loot that's dropping at the end. And I haven't checked this yet, but let me just pop over, because I caught in editing that one of the Hydroid parts I farmed, and I had them all, said that it was stolen at the end. So let's just scroll through and see what it says I have. Hydroid systems, not enough components. Hydroid chassis, not enough components. Yeah, okay, so we don't have the components for it, but it did look like at least one of those parts got stolen, unless somehow in the middle of farming that another one dropped that didn't get stolen. Let's go ahead and claim Loki. In fact, let's just double check anything that we have to claim. So yep, Ember's ready, Nova's ready. Nova, no, I don't want to build it. Nova Neuroptics will claim, Nova Systems will claim, Valkyr will claim, Neuroptics and Systems. Okay, so now we got a couple more we can get going. That was Valkyr, if I purchased them, and I think it was Nova was the other one. Did I already purchase Valkyr yet? Yes, I did. They are not expensive, so let's get that crafting, and then let's check Nova. Did I already pick that one up? Yes, I did. Again, not expensive. Let's get that crafting. So we're still in the middle of getting stuff going here, guys. However, even though it does appear that, I don't have the parts for them anyway, I have all of the Hydroid parts. Since that kind of triggered my connecting the dots here, we've got to see what is required to take down this Kuva Lich. Now, my assumption is that it is related to that weird, where can I see it? Is it here?
I forgive you for what
Kuva Lich.
You did.
Roller tack. Weapon, Kuva Twin Stubbas. Weapon bonus, birthplace, progenitor Zephyr, I don't know what that means. Immunities, I don't know what that symbol is. Maybe nope, it doesn't tell us. And weaknesses, I don't know what those symbols mean. So, Requiem attempts are tracked here. I don't have anything. And Requiem, I caught that it was relics because I scrolled through here before, but I don't have any. So I don't know where in the world to get Requiem relics. So I'm just going to click on the tutorial here. We'll just see what it says. You can only defeat with the power of mysterious Requiem mods. So we know that we need Requiem mods. Those can be acquired from relics found in Kuva Siphons, Thralls and Hounds, and Kuva Floods. Okay, so maybe it's going to be Kuva missions specifically, or maybe something on the Kuva Fortress. It says collect murmurs by defeating the Thralls, Grineer, or Hound's Corpus to learn the known Requiems. The secret: equip the known Requiems on your Parazon and then battle to determine the correct sequence. What? Oh, this could be really involved, guys. It's a lot to try to remember. Regions containing your adversary's influence, which that appears to be Earth. They may steal your rewards. That's correct. Defeat regular attack to recover your losses. Vengeance. Lure them out of hiding by defeating Thralls or Hounds in controlled areas. Pursue them in Railjack once they flee to the Proxima regions. Okay. So there's a lot involved in here. Now, I don't have any Requiems known, so there's nothing I can do inside here. My Parazon, if we went into Modify, I mean, I don't really have anything related to trying to take down this Kuva Lich. But what I do know is that if I get...
it takes only 8 pounds of force to remove a human ear.
They're forever talking while I'm trying to say stuff. We're going to swap up off of Necros. We're not going to use a brand new frame. That would just be silly. I'm thinking for this, in case I can somehow get lucky and figure it out, we're going to roll with Rhino. I think Exceltra is the right call. Icarius is also probably the right call, as is Broken War. I know that I use these 3 weapons a lot, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's the strongest stuff that I have right now. So just in case somehow we can put this all together, I think survivability is going to be the name of the game, assuming that I even get my choice of what I get to bring into this. So, Railjack. It's going to end with Railjack. I haven't done anything with a Railjack yet, and I'm pretty sure that somebody told me that you get Railjacks from the dojo. So I'm going to start by checking the dojo first. I have no idea. I could be completely misremembering this entirely, but that's what we're going to do. We're just going to try to stitch this mystery together and see what in the world we need to do in order to get this done. What's this first thing up here? Activate. What does that do? 0 credits. They don't need credits. I've already donated some resources. I wonder if we've now gotten enough Oxium for the last bit of research we were working on. Right bumper left is the legend. Railjack research. Railjack summon. Railjack customization. So Railjack, I don't know why they have to make so many of these emblems look so similar. Railjack research. It looks similar to the others, but it's a bit more normal. And then there's that other little... So, Railjack appears to be out this door, kind of in this open middle area. Okay? So, let's just see what we run into over here. Lord only knows what it's going to require. I could be completely not able to do anything with this yet. Let's just close, whoops, and then we can hit back. So we're up. Aha! Railjack dock. Use the transporter. Oh, no, looks like I need to research first, right? So that's going to be up here. This pad? Research. A Railjack is required to access research. So, how do I acquire a Railjack? Okay, so part of the mystery is here. You can do stuff with Railjacks here, but how do I get a Railjack in the first place? That's the real question. So, it may or may not be anything that I can do yet. I'm not entirely certain. Let's just try to interact with this over here, Railjack dock. Use transporter to relocate to Lich Trading, Obstacle Course, Elevator, Clan Hall, Daggett's Hollow. That's not what I need. So, Looks like I have to unlock a Railjack first, which might be trapped behind perhaps a story mission or something I haven't done yet, but it doesn't look like it's anything that I have to do with at the dojo. But we had to check it, so we'll scratch at least one tentatively off the list.
Operator, messages have arrived
Yes,
in your inbox.
of course I've got that on my neck. Forever getting these on our necks.
Strange biological... Operator, no! Have you lost your mind?
Ortis, yes. And maybe I don't even know what to think at this point. I know there's a console up here that's related to Railjacks. No, I can't do anything. Configure Plexus. I don't know what that is. Is that a Railjack? You must own a Railjack to view its stats. So maybe I can just purchase the Railjack from the market, which is fine because there's some armaments that I needed to get anyway. So let's just search. Weapons. Nope. Equipment. Railjack. Well, it looks like Railjacks are going to take platinum, of which I do not have. Are these all just skins? Skins? Well, that's an actual Railjack itself. The New War. Oh, and a necromech. So this is at least kind of sort of related to some of the stuff I've seen other people using. But the New War. Maybe you get a Railjack from doing the New War?
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
Those are all the ones I've done at the bottom. So let's just say story. Nope. Let's try side. Nothing there. Says the New War Warframe. Those don't say the New War either. So maybe if I just look further in here, Warframes and vehicles. I'm assuming a Railjack is a vehicle, but that just, nope, that just shows arc wings. What is this void? That looks like a necromech. Right? That's a necromech? This rough and ready mech. Okay, so yeah, that's not. And all of these are just arc wings, right? Arc wing, yep. Is that another necromech? Yep, necromech. So it doesn't look like that's considered a vehicle. Kuva Lich. Yeah, I'll probably need to look at that then. Active, roller tack. That's just going to pull up
no,
everything
you
I already
don't.
looked at before. Okay. It's not an object. It's not a resource. Nope. Do they consider the Railjack a weapon? Melee, primary, secondary? No. Okay, so I can't figure it out from the codex. Maybe I just need to start progressing through progress on trying to do something about the Kuva Lich first, and then eventually the Railjack will pop into... gosh, I don't know. I mean, see, because I'm coming to this brand new, there's probably just stuff that I haven't done yet. But I find it interesting that they don't mention anything about the Railjack in here. Grendel, Varuna, Atlas, Training, Sentinels, Damage Crafting, Foundry, Missions, that's just the mission types, right? Oh, nope, Railjack. It's a restored Orokin warship.
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Kept in your own ship by completing the Rising Tide quest. Okay. So I have to do the Rising Tide. Okay. So let's just jump back over to the quests and see where the Rising Tide is listed. The Rising Tide. Obtain a Railjack Cephalon blueprint from the market. And build the Railjack Cephalon in the foundry. So you have to do the second dream. I think I've already done the second dream, correct? The second dream I have. Which one was that? The Rising Tide. Second dream is done. Obtain a Railjack Cephalon blueprint from the market. A Railjack Cephalon blueprint. So categories. Where's blueprints? It's none of those. Wait. Right? Right. Weapons? Nope. Equipment? Well, they do show that there, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a blueprint. Is there just a blueprint section? Let's just do a search. Rail. Jack. Enter. Railjack Cephalon blueprint. There we go. Okay. 35,000 credits. Purchase. And I have the parts needed to craft that. So far so good. Let's get that crafting. We'll find out how long that's going to take. I'm fully down the rabbit hole here, guys. Ready to build. Cephalon. Is it called Cephalon or Railjack Cephalon? Probably R for Railjack Cephalon. Yes. Oh, that only takes 1 minute. Okay, great. We'll just let that finish and then we'll grab it real quick. Then we'll go back to read the prereqs. But it looks like I'm going to be forced into doing another story mission first here, before we're going to be able to have the option to attempt to work on taking down that Kuva Lich. So this could take some time, but they've stolen a bunch of stuff from us, some of which may have been parts I was farming for frames. Not that you couldn't just redo it until you complete it, get the part you need, and the part doesn't say stolen. But since I was doing quite a bit of farming on Earth where it appears that Kuva Lich is, it's probably best if I get this done sooner than later, then maybe avoid doing any of the Kuva related missions for a while. I guess we'll see. Maybe it's not a big deal. I have no idea. But I have no idea what the Railjack is about either, so... Okay.
Check the boundary.
That's perfect.
Online. Crew. Dax. My crew is gone. Tenno. You will do. Awaiting dry dock integration.
Okay, that does appear. Let's see, what's Lotus? Affinity double the rate for... Wow, that's nice. Barracuteer, yes, I know. Alright, so let's just see. Yep, it does say new quest, the Rising Tide. So for this, I don't really need Rhino. You know, who do I want to pull in for this? Who might be fun? Who have I not used in a while? Goss I used pretty heavily. You know, Octavia, because I could potentially get some Zenurik lens XP. Do I have any other? Nope, that's all maxed already. Max. Except for the Gorgon. So let's take the Gorgon. We'll keep the Icarius in our back pocket, I think, as needed. Yes. And Broken War, is there anything else? That's all max. Other than stuff that I haven't started working up yet. So yeah, we'll just keep the Broken War on for now. We'll pop on the primary weapon that we haven't fully maxed out yet. And we're going to leave the Icarius in our back pocket. So let's say new quest, the Rising Tide. Okay, guys, so series of steps. This is all related to trying to take down this Kuva Lich. So we're going to have to do another story mission. Not the end of the world. Install Cephalon Psi in the dry dock. Okay, this could be fun. So it's telling me to do that, but how do I actually do it? Chrono Relay? Does it have anything to do with here? It must, right? Chrono? Let's just say calm. I don't know as though it actually matters on this.
Tenno, may I extend an invitation to you? My latest collection of choice items from the Void is now available for viewing.
I believe you. But I don't have any of your currency yet, Barakeetir. All in due time. Install Cephalon Psi.
I am Cephalon Psi. You will refer to me as such. The sentient threat has learned from past defeat. Reforming, rebuilding. We must rebuild to contain that threat. We will reconstruct an old war-era Sigma series Railjack.
Awesome.
A Railjack requires a viable command Cephalon. I am not a viable command Cephalon. I will identify a viable replacement. But first, recover the wreckage. Then, assembly. Return to your orbiter.
Okay.
Railjacks died with the Orokin. Only wreckage remains. I have identified faint void drive traces on the surface of Mars. Investigate, recover, rebuild.
Okay, no problem. And do I really have to go there, or can I not just leave the Chronia relay to head back to my orbiter? I bet you this works instead of going over to that checkpoint, but we'll find out.
Our enemy rebuilds itself ceaselessly. We must have that Railjack.
Recover the Railjack's fuselage. Okay. You know what? Since we're going to be on Mars, yeah, that is Grenier. Let's just double check what my mods are. That's all fine. Yeah, we'll leave that as a flame repellent. It's funny that I have that on. Serration. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we haven't come back to look at this in a while. So that takes 10. I'm not going to be able to fully do this. Where is electric? Yeah, again, I'm not going to be able to fully do this yet. I guess that's better than nothing. We'll just leave some base toxin. What about Icarius? Corpus, we don't need that on. Fire rate, yes. And reload speed, yes. Ammo, yes. Crit chance, we could probably drop that. But let's see. For here, we could go... there. Leave 7 points. And that's 4. So let's just take that out. We'll pop that on. Yeah, I know that's not the right... You know what? Why don't I do that? And we'll just flip-flop them. Not that it matters, because I can't do anything with that last slot anyway. Okay. So that's going to be our setup. Let me double-check Broken War. What do I have on here? Shocking. Great. Plus... perfect. Beautiful. All right, off to the races, guys. Yeah, looks like doing the Kuva stuff opened a real big can of worms here. I'm not mad about getting to jump into another story mission. Not mad about it.
Faint void drive traces in proximity. Locate and mark for recovery.
Sorry, what was that? We don't really need to mess with all of this. Okay.
Fuselage from the Vidar School. Stay in close proximity while I scan it. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter.
Okay. Blast damage.
Maintain defense. Hold position. Perimeter reached. Clear them out to resume scan.
A little more energy.
Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them.
Pick up a bit more energy. All right. Oh, I see.
Boom. Drones down. Back to it.
Bit more energy. Any second now.
Confluence
There we go.
aggregator roasted. Something has nested in the fuel intakes. Astral frame integrity, 87%. Components, viable. Cephalon orders. Rendezvous with Tenno at extraction point.
Yeah, but I'm going to take advantage and get a little Zenurik XP. There was a reason that I brought in Octavia. Once that's done, then we'll head to extraction, but that's a pretty good pull. Okay. Now we can skip all of this. Okay. First part done. Got our fuselage. See if there's any post-mission chit-chat, as there often is. Give it just a second.
Tenno, your assistance is required in the dry dock.
Okay, he's short and sweet and to the point. I appreciate that. The dry dock. Back at the Cronia. Yep, okay. No problem. Let's just say calm.
I have not seen a Railjack in some time.
Well, that looks cool.
Remember, Orkin outer terminus positions have fallen to the sentient armada. Our orders: behead the fleet. My crew: Sukin, Crody, Zada. There are none finer. We are family. We will stop this war in its tracks. We are the Orkin Empire's best hope. We were. There is work to be done. This fuselage requires repair. This will take some time.
2 minutes, not a big deal. Okay.
Fuselage restoration complete. Propulsion section located. Earth's forests. Beware of hostiles.
Roger that. So I guess I can just say leave again. And then we'll head to Earth. Oh boy, head to Earth. Well, wouldn't it be funny if the Kuva Lich prevents me from getting what I need?
Ceaselessly. We must have that Railjack.
Understood, Sai.
More for me.
Well, hopefully they don't steal the part that I need. I mean, it's a story mission. I would like to think that that isn't going to be a thing that could happen, but you never know. I've never been in this position before. So we'll find out.
Void contamination points to bleed out from Railjack catalytic artery. Locate and assess.
Shut up, Grenier. Down you go, friend.
Propulsion systems, the most advanced ever produced. Scanning. Remain in proximity. Neutralize all hostiles. Maintain defense. Hold position. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it.
Now, I don't recall who mentioned this in my comments, but somebody told me recently they were talking about... Somebody came back saying that they hadn't caught some videos in a while, so they were catching up, and they were asking if I had, figured out something with Octavia yet. And it was related to turning invisible, which I've done it by accident a few times, but somebody mentioned in the comments that there's a visual trigger. So I didn't even catch that.
Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Drones have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Boom. Drones down.
Okay.
Back to
There we go. Sorry. Wanted to hear what they're saying. Yeah, I didn't realize that that little burst was your visual cue, because it doesn't completely line up with the beat. So I knew that you had to crouch in time with the beat, which obviously is easy enough to do, because I know where the beat is. I would wager that most people do, but being that I am indeed a professional musician, very easy to find the beat, but not perfectly in time. So catching that visual cue, that is a lot more precise than trying to stick it in time with the beat that you hear. So there's probably a little bit of latency, which was the problem, but not a big deal. At least we got it figured out so we can pretty much nail it every time. So to whomever mentioned that about the visual cue in my comments, thank you very much for that. That really helped.
Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Orgone accumulator
There we go.
blown. Etheric condenser vaporized.
That one was a bit more... Whoops, that's death. Well, not the correct way to jump. Is probably the better way to reframe it. Since you don't actually die, it just resets. Ruta regra. Okay. Wonder how many more parts we have to chase down. We'll find out. Well, yeah, in the middle of this mission, we're on Earth and nothing got stolen. It could just be a coincidence, but I suspect not. I suspect that that doesn't happen in the middle of your story mission. Okay, where to next? Back to the relay, of course. We'll just say calm. Don't truly think it matters, but... Guessing we'll have to do some more resource pumping for this. Hopefully I still have enough of what is needed. Okay. Let's see if we need more resources again.
Engines. Void engines. Zada dances our ship through forward lines. Crody identifies and prioritizes targets. Sukin's turrets track and terminate. Our reputation is earned. Our objective, a Turaga-class worm ship. Zada plots an arc. We accelerate. Ancient history. The dead have no needs. The living require that propulsion system. Fabrication and restoration commencing. Propulsion restoration complete. Void breach residue identified on Lua. Probable nacelle location. Recover if viable.
Nacelle? Not sure what that is, but we've got a fuselage. We've got engines. Click on that to clear it. We'll back out. Yes, and it looks like we're headed to Lua.
Our enemy rebuilds itself ceaselessly. We must have that Railjack.
Port nacelle up here. Rising tide, okay. I'm guessing we're going to have some more defense waves here as we try to protect the part. Corpus, yeah, because we're on Lua. And of course I have Grineer loadout. Not the end of the
Railjack
world, I
nacelle
suppose.
Nearby. Locate and assess. Side nacelle. Seen better days. Scanning. Eliminate interference. Perimeter reached. Clear them out to resume scan. Maintain defense. Hold position. Viable. Tagging for retrieval.
Perfect. There we go.
Extract.
Alright. Extract we shall. Oh, you stupid Osprey. Taking that Oxygen. Make no mistake about that. Okay. 78 Oxygen pulled in the middle of that. And some intact sentient cores. Nice. I know I need more of those for... I feel like it was something at Cetus. Maybe the Quills guy? I feel like it might have been the Quills guy. Back to the relay. Just hopping and skipping and jumping on this one. Okay, here we go again. Let us see.
Zada plots a data-gathering lab around the worm ship. Sukin targets exposed launch orifices. Power redirects to the Tunguska capacitor. With a pull of the trigger, we will end this. The moment arrives. The moment arrives.
Alright, 2 minutes
Now,
again.
My precepts. I am not a viable command cephalon. I will continue my search. Continue repairs. Portside nacelle restored. She is coming together. Next site, Venus.
Okay. Off to Venus, so we'll back out one more time. I'm just waiting
Our
for...
enemy rebuilds itself ceaselessly. We must have that Railjack.
Waiting for the time I pop in and there's a resource I don't have enough of. Time will tell.
Starboard nacelle located. You need this.
Whoop, nope, didn't mean to hop down there. Alright.
Starboard nacelle, best in class. Scanning. Sights up, safety's off.
A little energy, not mad about that. So far, nobody rushing in on me. That's nice. Nice little change of pace.
Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted.
But we'll have to take some out up here. One drone down. We'll deal with that when we get back to it.
Boom. Drones down. Back to it.
Whoops.
Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Time for this.
I agree. We don't. But they're making us make time for it. So, what would you have me do, Sai? There we go.
Fission tanks ruptured. Otherwise, fine. Cephalon Ordis has been signaled. Proceed to extraction.
Okay. Now, let me gaze into my crystal ball. It's going to take some more resource offerings to fix the part we just grabbed. Back to the relay. Wash, rinse, repeat. 1,000 oxium. 10,000 plastids.
Precepts. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. Tunguska capacitor charged. Sukin pulls the trigger. Nothing happens. Zada reports engines offline. Shields offline. Weapons offline. Personal lights flash on as the first missiles hit. I watch as Sukin, along with his gunnery chair, is sucked into the infinite. I watch as the port nacelle detonates. We are spinning. Zada calls for assistance. I am silent. Proteus attempts to save our engines proves fatal. I watch as he is engulfed in flame. Zada is alone at the helm. She beholds the distant flash of torpedo tubes. She says my name. The viewplate blossoms. She ceases to exist. Starboard nacelle reinforced. Soon, cognitive geometries will self-assemble. She will live. But not yet. Transferring tail section data to your orbiter.
Okay. Back out again. This is the most wild goose chase story mission I've had to do to date. But I guess...
Our enemy rebuilds itself ceaselessly. We must have that Railjack.
And it is where? Got it. The tail section. Okay.
High probability of Railjack tail section nearby. Clear out hostiles and mark for retrieval. Tail section intact. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter.
Hey, hey, hey. Oh, good. I'm in a falling group. That's fun.
Dorsal stabilizers.
Beautiful.
Cogitators viable. Marking for recovery.
And we sneaked out with an Iatin. Not mad about that. And replaced a few of those carbides that we've had to spend in rebuilding this Railjack. And a new mod. What does that do? Huh, okay. And some more sentient cores. That's beautiful. Not exactly sure what drops
You are
those.
needed in the dry dock.
Okay. Moment of truth.
Series. Top of the line. Crew. 4,890 confirmed kills. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. 13 system-wide errors. There were no errors. There was only me following my orders.
I'm missing an argon crystal. Dang it.
Her final moment. I think Zada knew that. Precepts. complete the mission. Preserve the crew. To complete the mission, the crew must die. To preserve the crew is to fail the mission. The crew exists to complete the mission. Therefore, I completed the mission. Why was I given those orders?
Okay, so we'll have to
Do
back
not rest.
out of here.
There will be time for R and R when we are done.
We have to go to the void. I knew eventually I would hit a point where it's going to call for something I didn't have. Could be worse. Alright, let's head to the void. What's a quick one we can do in here? Not that. Exterminate. That'll probably take too long. Capture. Argon crystal. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, back to the relay. Just a quick little farm. It only needed one. I pulled one. Okay. This is the Argon
This
crystal.
will take
There we
some
go.
time. You require a viable command, Cephalon. You understand why I am non-viable. Replacement Cephalon not yet located. A solution must exist. I will find it. Final component marked.
Oh, good. A final component, which means we may have to go back to do some more component farming. Okay, let's just leave the relay. Let's see where they're sending us. It takes Argon again. Oh, gosh.
Our enemy rebuilds itself ceaselessly. We must have that Railjack.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. The engine cowling.
Cowling identified. Visual verification required. Move in. Engine cowling. You know what to do.
I do know what to do.
Perimeter reached. Clear them out to resume scan. Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter.
Interrupted by whom?
Structural integrity within required tolerances.
Okay,
Marking
perfect.
for recovery. Cephalon orders. Time for pickup.
That one wasn't so bad. Now it's just a question of what resources is it going to cost to put this last piece on. I'm really hoping it's not more Argon crystals. And if it is, not like a ton of them. We've had enough detours. Okay. Pulling good Oxium, though, and replacing some of the diodes that it's cost. 3 sentient cores, yeah. So far, yeah. Picking up some good stuff in the background while we're doing this. It's just a question of what's it going to take.
Wreckage recovered. Proceed to the dry dock.
You got it. Back to Saturn. Chronia Relay. Here we go. Go calm again.
All known cephalons surveyed. None conform to tactical parameters. None possess necessary astrogation poetics. None possess a comprehensive warfighting database. Viable cephalons. Nil. Fabrication
Okay.
and restoration commencing.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's a 2-minute wait, so why put it on a 60-second timer? I just don't understand. I'm probably making this out to be a bigger deal than it is. It just seems like that's something that would have been easy enough to catch and fix. Well, that is a cool looking thing. So it's basically a warship, is what it looks like. I wonder what these Railjack missions are going to be like. Now that I'm done with the Easter egg hunt, I'm actually getting really excited to see what's in store. I probably wouldn't have even remotely come to discover the Railjack, anytime in the foreseeable future had I not been forced to it due to the Kuva Lich. So I guess maybe to some extent I'm grateful that it happened. We'll see how annoying it is to get past. But hey, all in due time. And we're getting pretty good credit towards next unlocks on the Zenurik lens, which is also great. Yep, that's so weird.
Work crews report tools down. Railjack structure complete. Structure reinforcement complete. Systems restoration complete. Your presence is required on the dry dock.
Okay, so I think I'm on the dry dock, right? Aha!
You have a Railjack. Tenno, all records of my mission have been purged from the weave. Why, I do not know. I had a crew. I must accept sole responsibility for their deaths. Conclusion, I am non-viable. But I am the only Railjack-compatible Cephalon. The sentients have almost rebuilt. Conclusion, I am, under the circumstances, a viable command Cephalon. If you will have me.
Yes.
Understood. I will begin the process of integrating myself with the ship's systems. This may take some time. Commencing.
Let me guess.
You may now enter your Railjack.
I thought it was going to be 2 minutes. Okay. So, little bit of interesting lore in that mission, and it yields us a Railjack. That's about the only big positive takeaways I can say. It was basically a nearly 2-hour fetch quest. Not my favorite, but hey, the story, the lore behind it, I appreciated, and now we have the Railjack, so we can do some Railjack missions. All right, so that gets done with this half of what we needed to do, and this is the back end of trying to take out the Kuva Lich. So that was the entire reason.
Await your attention. Please check your inbox at your earliest convenience.
Okay. The Railjack is spaceworthy. Call of the Tempest Starry. Don't know what that is. Salvage opportunities present themselves. Okay, cool. So I don't really need this gigantic pile of all of these in here. Let's just delete all of this stuff from Cephalon Psi. All right. That gets that done. Well, guys, my goal was to start trying to figure out the Kuva Lich, but obviously we've been going nearly 2 hours, so that is not going to happen today. But since we are back here, before we call it quits, since we had plenty of points here, 178. What would be the best? That's just base energy increase for 160 or energy regeneration. Yeah, I think I will pop in that upgrade on that one. Oh man, that's huge. And then 215 on that one. We could increase base up on the next for 160. So yes, still plenty of work to go. Yes, we're going to approve that. That is perfect. That's just going to make Octavia better and better and better. So yeah, that also becomes quite clear. my suspicion was correct. We are indeed going to have to continue farming Cetus bounties for those Zenurik lenses. It's possible you can also get them on Fortuna, but I wasn't paying that much attention for those parts when I was over there last. Regardless, guys, we got it done. Thanks for that, Ortis. So yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. When we jump in the next time, we will start. I'll do some background. I've already showed it in enough videos. I'm not going to keep showing my Plague Star runs. Maybe once I get it done and I actually get to unlock some of the cool stuff related to it. There's a couple days left on the event, like 2.5 days. So we'll be doing some more farming there. But next time we hop to, we're going to see if we can start the path of trying to get rid of this Kuva Lich that we've grabbed. And then if we can intentionally avoid doing anything related to where they would pop up again, that is going to be kind of our ideal situation. And it's saying examine the reliquary on the Railjack. I don't know what that's about. Launch the next quest mission. Okay, so yeah, that's a quest. So we're going to save that for the back burner. We got done what we needed for here, so let's just click on this one more time.
Anyone
look at the
can
tutorial.
hack someone to pieces.
Yep, we'll pursue in a Railjack.
A goddess
Requiem
to put
mods
themselves
can be
back
found in
together
Kuva siphons.
again.
So yeah, we're going to have to start by doing some Kuva-related stuff that got us into this mess in the first place until we get some Requiem relics, and then hopefully it's not you get one attempt, and if you pass, great. If you fail, you have to go back and wash, rinse, repeat. Time will tell, but that is going to be next on the docket, guys. All in all, a little bit of a grind here on this mission, but we got done what we needed to get the background set prepared for trying to take down the Kuva Lich. Guys, I know that maybe wasn't the most exciting video to watch that I've ever done, but all steps in the process to move us on to our next phase. Regardless, as always, I do appreciate you checking in, and we will catch you on the next one.